From CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington, it's the NFC Wild Card Round on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Smith, his first carry. They find some open field here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Smith. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Smith.
Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Falcon first down.
A first down carry for Smith. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Seahawks 26.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Ryan's pass taken in by Ridley. And a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 46. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
Barkley on the carry.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
29-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Seattle Seahawks.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
6-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They go play action now. Wilson steps away. He's going to look for it. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Keenan Allen, 36 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a 1st quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
And here now the offense heading back out there. One semi-factor, if you want to call it that was brought up in the papers this morning here, Charles. You got a dome team on the road in a cold weather environment, first round of the playoffs in January. Do you think that's a big deal?
Ordinarily, I say no. But in this situation, because you're used to that perfectly controlled environment, some coaches will want their teams exposed to it. And if you're coming from a warm weather place and, even getting outside of your dome doesn't really help you, a lot of times they'll go on the road a little bit earlier. Go to a cold weather place, go to a place where there's a little bit of weather and practice there that week before the game to try and simulate the conditions they expect come game day.
Here's Ryan to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
A loss of 3 yards.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Complete.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, Falcons.
Complete.
Calvin Ridley, 35 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf.
Wilson's pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
A gain of 10.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
4 yards.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
21-yard line.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
He was brought down by Tavon Wilson.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? The ball is tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
The line of scrimmage.
They're right there at the one. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. First and goal, no gain. Second and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him in.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it all culminates with a Seattle score.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 35.
Ito Smith heading back out with the rest of his offensive crew. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Now he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up?
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on first and 10. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Third and long. It's Ryan. That's complete to Smith. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The kick by McManus is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
14.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I'll talk with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
So out come the Falcons now. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On 1st down, Wilson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
28, Falcons 10.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brady Jarrett.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Brought him down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Here's Wilson to throw. On the move to his left. Going deep here. He's got him in. Complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Keenan Allen saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
A gain of 10.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
No gain on the play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. On 1st down, Ryan. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Edo Smith, the ball.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Ryan going to get this complete to Hurst. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
1st down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Smith. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run with Smith, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Keith Smith taking it in, and the Falcons get a bit closer. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
2nd and 6.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Well, he had the big run to get down there, so you got to let him finish it off, don't you?
I think so, but what I liked even more, the fact that he wanted to finish it off. How many times have we seen a guy break off a big run, and we see that universal sign where he's tapping his helmet to get me out of the game? No! Stay out on the field and enjoy the benefits of the success you created.
And he hits pay dirt because of it.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
A loss of 13 yards.
And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. From the shotgun, Ryan. And this is incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Barkley with a carry on 1st down, and he'll get about 4. So 2nd and 6 forthcoming. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Wilson wants to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space. But there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Out to his left, and now he's going to use his legs. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
6-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Play action. It's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Well, they certainly have the look of a team with something to prove, don't they? All week, as we prepared for this game, we kept reading about how they said they're going to play a full 60 minutes this week. Has nothing to do with their opponent. No disrespect intended, but they wanted to be people of their word, playing this thing all the way out, trying to finish it strong.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now Ryan on 1st down. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there of 22. And a big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And it's complete, right back in the hands of Smith. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Again, Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger